South Korea has started opening up and doing live shows again. So how's that going for them? We'll check in just a minute. It is Friday. Welcome to Friday. It's May 15th, and this is the Currents Music News. Hi, I'm Jade.
And I'm Jay. A country rock concert planned for Arkansas tonight has been pushed back for a few days until Monday to comply with that state's requirements to keep concert venues closed for at least a few more days. When that Travis McGrady show does happen, it'll be closely watched as one of America's first live music events since COVID-19 hit. But as Pitchfork points out, concerts have been coming back in South Korea for quite a while now. The key is that country's aggressive pandemic response, which includes widespread testing and contact tracing. And it's been successful enough that right now they're planning to have a music festival, a full-on music festival in July with 3,000 to 4,000 people attending. The reality is we are far beyond that level of response, or rather far behind that level of response in the US. So bookers here are not really expecting large-scale music events to come back to the US probably until 2021. Even in South Korea right now, though, despite their relatively successful pandemic response, there remain acute risks. Concerts there have been pushed back again another couple of weeks right now due to a recent outbreak. And contact tracing reveals that one person who ultimately tested positive went out to enjoy some nightlife in Seoul and potentially exposed 1,500 people.
The last time Congress passed a huge bill with payroll protection, some big companies grabbed on for that money ASAP, even though it was meant for small businesses. Well, now there's a $3 trillion relief package going out, and again with some modified payroll protection, this time opening it up for newspapers, TV stations, radio stations. And again, people are nervous that the big corporations are going to grab for this money that is actually meant for small businesses, you know, local newspapers, local radio stations, people who are really involved in the community. And Rolling Stone pointed out that, these independent media outlets are very nervous about these big conglomerates that are going to be taking the available funds. And so in the radio world, that means iHeart. That is the country's most dominant radio power. They have about 850 radio stations all across the nation. So these big corporations, you know, they're not involved in the community most of the time, and they're not willing to take the big risks with new music, with independent artists. And so 700 independent record labels are also supporting the effort to rewrite these bills to ensure that the bulk of the money goes to these independent, locally run stations. Meanwhile, big broadcasters continue to lobby the FCC to allow them to buy even more of the stations in these local markets.
Thursday, that's yesterday, marked the 10th anniversary of the last Prom on Earth. That was a concert by the sprawling collective known as Gangs, G-A-Y-N-G-S, at First Avenue in Minneapolis. That group included Justin Vernon of Bon Iver, Dessa and POS of Doomtree, and it was masterminded by producer Ryan Olsen, now well known for his work with Poliça. Prince was there. He was backstage holding a guitar, ready to jump on stage, and for reasons that are still not fully understood because Prince, he never did. So on the 10th anniversary of that show, there was yet another kind of strange convergence between the Prince and Gangs musical universes. Yesterday, the Prince estate streamed a 1985 concert by Prince and the Revolution and subsequently released that audio as a new Prince live album. And meanwhile, Gangs popped back up with their first new music in nearly 10 years. It's a single called Appeal to You. It's a Bandcamp exclusive to benefit the nonprofit Voices for Racial Justice. Justin Vernon is back, Ryan Olsen is back, and they've got a group of new collaborators.
And if I'm not completely mistaken, I believe what Prince said side stage was, they don't need me. And that's why he never jumped on stage. I'm sure you can find the true story out there somewhere. Just Google around for it a little bit. And I want to say that there are so many ways that artists are being creative right now, trying to make some money, selling interesting merch, doing these live streams with their Venmo or Cash App attached to it. But I don't think anybody has been as creative as Post Malone. What has he done? He's decided to create his own rosé. Yes, you heard me. Post Malone, the heavily tattooed on the face musician, who's one of our biggest pop stars right now, has created a new rosé for us to drink, I guess, in self-quarantine. Maison Number 9. It's a rosé that is crisp and refreshing and very smooth. It's hitting liquor stores next month if you're interested in that sort of thing. And what else do we know about it? We're told it's built on friendship, hard work, and passion for French rosé wine. And in the words of Mr. Malone himself, rosé is for when you feel like getting a little fancy.
It's so nice that this is a thing he can do for his fans at this time. You know, with tattoo parlors closed, if they've been hoping to complete their Post Malone look, that's all on hold right now. They can relax with some Post Malone rosé. That's the Current's music news. We will be back with another update, so like and follow us. You can be sure to catch it. And over the weekend, listen to The Current on your radio, on your smart speaker, on our app, on our web stream. Click on the comments to let us know what music news stories are meaningful to you right now. And whatever a little fancy means to you right now, I'll tell you, for me, it means this goblet of coffee. Have a good weekend, everyone. Cheers.